Hello, I'm Peter Cowley. I've been an entrepreneur for over 40 years, set up a dozen businesses. I'm invested in over 70 companies over the last 12 years or so, of which I've had some good exits, quite a few failures, and got 51 companies that are still working and growing, hopefully most of them. I just want to share some of the things I've learned over the last decade or so. First of all, one should back teams, not technology nor markets. This means that you're backing the people. You're not falling in love with the technology. You're not investing because you really believe in the market. It's the people that matter. Or to summarize that, back people with a plan, not a plan with people. It's the people that matter. It's so important at the early stage. Later stage where you've got data, you've got sales, etc., slightly different. But right at the beginning, you're definitely backing the people. And the entrepreneurs then must be in teams of 2 or 3, in my view. A sole founder finds it's very difficult to raise funding. And if it's teams 4 or more, in my experience over the years, has been that 4 becomes 3 and maybe becomes 2. So 2 or 3 works for me, but not in an emotional relationship. If that relationship was to fail, imagine the knock-on effect on the company. They must listen, so they must listen to the market, to the staff, the regulators, so they must be coachable, and they must be truthful and honest as they possibly can be. And they must be prepared to walk through walls, or as I like to call it, find the hidden door, intellectually solve the challenges, the many challenges the entrepreneurs will face. My view, and this is only for me, I invest very early in the first round, in the family and friends round sometimes, but usually in the pre-seed round, as they call it nowadays, which used to be called the seed round, and add as much value as I can. So I help. So I'm not just money, I'm smart money. I help as much as I can. Very important point, difficult to do, but and I've learned this the hard way. Don't get emotionally involved in the investment you've made. Just write it off. So if anything comes back, even if it sells for a quarter of the price, at least you've got some money back. So write it off as soon as it's made. It's very difficult to get at the money after you've invested. Be prepared to allocate 2 or 3 times investment. So after the first investment, have enough cash to assist them perhaps in 18 months' time, because they've overpromised and underdelivered. This is absolutely normal for entrepreneurs, nothing to worry about, it always happens. And then maybe invest again if things are going well. And for angels, it's really a numbers game. The numbers that matter, 15, you can keep quite close to the companies. 20 to 25, this is where the numbers effect comes in, and you're pretty likely, lots of statistical analysis done in the States and in Europe, that you're pretty likely to at least make some return. 45 is when the spreadsheet with all the investments on is getting a bit long, and they say apparently that you can find or catch a unicorn when you get to 90. A unicorn, of course, is a mythical creature. 75% of all failures of invested companies, not companies without invested, but companies where people like us have invested in it, fail because we stop investing in them, we've lost faith in them, they can't find another investor before it's got to either break even when it doesn't need new equity, or it got to an exit. Be cautious with who you co-invest with. In my experience of poor or bad or very bad behavior over the years with both entrepreneurs and angels or investors, not just angels, but VCs as well, it's the angels and VCs that behave worst, particularly at point of exit. So choose them carefully. Form a strategy. This is a really important part of, and my strategy is on my website, petercowley.org, 16 points there. Form a strategy, refine it, and stick to it. You will miss things that way. You're sure to miss things, but that's, in my view, how an angel should progress through the many years. I hope you'll be angel investing. And enjoy what you do. Enjoy working with the startups. Enjoy the people. It obviously depends how close you are to them. I'm with 50 investments. I'm not on all the boards, but enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy the satisfaction of seeing these startups grow and the entrepreneurs develop. And then, as it says, on average, 75% of all startups will fail. So therefore, any return is better than none. Very difficult to get your head around that. You're expecting a good return from all of them. You will not get that. And finally, it's easier to get divorced than it is to sell illiquid angel shares. Once you've created that bond between paying money to an entrepreneur and them giving you a share certificate, that is a really difficult contractual bond to break until an exit occurs or failure. So thank you very much for listening. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.